99% of people do not understand this. 99% of people do not understand this. 99% of people do not understand this. You know who understands it? The 1%. The top 1% use their primary residence as shelter. They do not consider it an investment. Most of their wealth is stuck in financial assets. You can see that on the left-hand column. Top 1%, financial assets in light blue, is maxed. Only the 99% consider their primary residence as an investment, and it's not. The 99% then make the fatal mistake. Well, of course real estate's not a big deal for them. They have so much money, that's why it's not a big deal. Wrong. The 1% are not anchoring themselves to a giant primary residence at the beginning and then try and grind their way up the wealth ladder. They do the opposite. They invest in productive businesses first, and then when they become rich enough, add on their primary residence. By that point, they have so much wealth that buying a primary residence is not a big deal. They're not looking to do things the hard way, which is what the 99% do. They anchor themselves with a huge mortgage and a huge home and then try and grind their way out. That's why 66% of people own homes, but only 1% are rich. Still don't understand? Here's Warren Buffett to explain it in another way.
I decided to buy a house when the down payment was about 10% or so of my net worth, because I really felt I wanted to use the capital for other purposes. I'll just relate one story, which was when I got married, and I told Susie, I said, now, you know, there's two choices. It's up to you. We can either buy a house which will use up all my capital and clean me out, and it'll be like a carpenter who's had his tools taken away from him, or you can let me work on this, and someday, who knows, maybe I'll even buy a little bit larger house than would otherwise be the case. So she was very understanding on that point, and we waited until 1956. We got married in 1952, and I decided to buy a house when the down payment was about 10% or so of my net worth, because I really felt I wanted to use the capital for other purposes.
Learn the lessons about money that your homeowner friends do not know. Download my free newsletter linked off the bio. Good luck. Take care.